Hello, and welcome to our Oracle AI event. I'm Greg Pavlik, Executive Vice President for AI at Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. Today, we're speaking about Agentic AI and what Oracle provides to help you get started on the right path for your business. We're joined by a number of our customers and model provider partners to discuss what is new, what we have now, and what's next for AI at Oracle. The next generation of enterprise AI is arriving. AI agents that can drive business workflows and new forms of value across industries. Just a few years ago, people had to manage many of these workflows that drive that value themselves, step by step, with repeated and often tedious tasks. Now, the latest AI agents can take on these challenges. Core business processes can be automated. Agents can model the steps in these processes and drive their execution to completion. Put simply, agents can radically optimize businesses to their core. Oracle is here to partner with you to bring that AI automation and innovation to your business, and fast. With each step of the way, we built our portfolio of capabilities with enterprise automation in mind to help to take your most demanding projects and achieve your AI transformation both today and into the future. Oracle's approach to AI covers the entire spectrum of requirements for building and applying AI in the enterprise. We provide high-speed, low-cost AI infrastructure, which the most innovative frontier models providers use to train their large language models. Our customers can then leverage these models with their own enterprise data. Managed AI services and out-of-the-box agents from Oracle make it easier to leverage the best of generative AI quickly. Lastly, we build AI workflows directly into our applications so you can take advantage of generative capabilities immediately. Rather than cobbling separate services together, Oracle provides a set of integrated capabilities. In this example, you can see how a real-life AI agent runs against an enterprise data set to make sense of a customer's confused order.
What would you like to order?
Yes. Let me get fries and Coke. Make the fries large, the Coke medium. Give me 5 Cokes and 2 fries. And the fries would have honey mustard and the Coke would have ice.
So to confirm, you'd like to order 2 large fries with honey mustard and 5 medium Cokes with ice. Is that correct?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. That'll be $25. Please pull up to the window.
What's necessary for all of this to work, of course, is the combination of your data and having the right large language models, which brings me to the core of our discussion today. At Oracle, we've been speaking about how we've been very deliberate in making the right options for our customers available with a focus on openness and flexibility. This is the next big step in that direction, making the world's best frontier models readily available through our cloud, readily available through our own apps, and ready to be used by our customers. Today, we're highlighting a new partnership with xAI to provide their frontier Grok models in our OCI generative AI service. The Grok 3 models display significant improvements in reasoning, mathematics, coding, world knowledge, and instruction following tasks. It's really cool stuff that you can use directly in OCI. I sat down with Russ Bartles, Vice President of Digital Experience, Big Data, and Artificial Intelligence at Windstream, a leading communications and software company, and discussed how their AI work on Oracle Cloud Infrastructure is transforming their field operations and customer service. Let's see what they have to say. Russ, thanks for joining me today. Let's get some background context on what you guys are up to at Windstream. How has your journey been with Oracle Cloud so far? How does AI fit into that picture? And how's the influencing the development of your TechMate digital assistant?
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Greg. Oracle's powered our billing, provisioning, inventory systems from the start. Started on-prem solutions over the past few years. We've moved all those workloads and those applications to OCI. So billing, Oracle Field Services or OFS, JD Edwards, they're all now running in the same environment. So that setup feeds TechMate. TechMate is our iOS assistant for about 3,000 field technicians. TechMate is a conversational AI assistant. It runs on our internal LLM platform, and it ties directly into those Oracle apps in OCI. So we're reading service history from billing, checking modem and truck stock details in JD Edwards, writes job close status codes, photos back to Oracle Field Services as soon as the job's done, et cetera. So keeping the AI close to Oracle data, it really removes the handoffs and pushed our first visit fix rate up noticeably.
Well, I'll say just simplifying work for your field technicians using AI is a great application for AI in general. We've seen patterns like this work out really well. So we're excited about what you're doing. As you know, the AI landscape's really been evolving. Large language models have become kind of front and center. So how are you guys at Windstream thinking about the impact that LLMs and generative AI will have on your TechMate capability?
Yeah, large language models, they've really moved from an interesting pilot to more of standard platform for us. Our game plan is relatively simple. First, we've got a one knowledge layer for everyone. Inside the company, LLMs draft knowledge articles, they summarize calls, and even help our developers write cleaner code. For customers, the same tech is now the first touch in our customer portals, our IVR, our chatbots, handling order status and basic troubleshooting before humans ever get involved. Second, the multimodal support for the field. You mentioned TechMate. The model already understands texts and images. It has some voice capabilities. Because it taps data in Oracle and in inventory from JD Edwards, every suggestion is grounded in real-time facts. So third, the model to the data deployment. Wherever our data sets live, whether that's billing, provisioning, inventory, we attempt to host the model in that same place. That keeps latency low, eliminates egress fees, and makes governance a lot cleaner. Finally, the multi-model orchestration. It's a broker layer picks a best engine for each request, whether that's Q&A, vision, voice. So users never really need to think about what's under the hood. One of the common issues that my users have is, when to choose which model. Well, we're kind of removing that decision from them by following this solution. So to put it all together, LLMs become the common interface really for employees, customers, technicians, all powered by the same trusted data.
One of the things that we've been doing at OCI is really bringing the best frontier models to the platform. So models like Grok are now becoming available on OCI. How is that impacting your plans?
Three clear wins jump out. Model diversity and benchmarking. Grok adds a top tier LLM to our pool. So our AI solutions can route each request to the engine that scores the highest for that task at hand. I mentioned data proximity earlier, but that's because Grok runs inside OCI. It can hit clean provisioning, OFS, JD Edwards without data ever leaving the Oracle cloud that we already govern. So that keeps the latency low and compliance simple. The opportunity I'm most excited about are the voice personas for TechMate. I've used all of the major chat solutions, and the conversations I have with Grok are really the most human-like. Grok's voice library could let technicians pick a style that matches their job or their personality. It could be a friendly coach for new hires, a rapid-fire expert for senior techs under tight SLAs. And then we can switch voices by work type, language preference, improve both safety and accessibility. It's really the combination of choice, speed, and the new voice capabilities is why I'm eager to get Grok online.
Awesome. Great stuff. Thank you for joining me today.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
We're also highlighting a new partnership with OpenAI to use their frontier GPT models within Oracle products. These models have demonstrated superior performance and provide multimodal capabilities, reasoning abilities, and the capacity for strong code and SQL generation. OCI adds enterprise-grade capabilities, including AI governance, ready data access, and improved access control and security so that they can be plugged directly into our applications. Providing access to all these new models means that Oracle can continue to deliver the best of generative AI to our customers. Next up, we have Manohar Pallori, VP of AI at Meta, who has joined me to talk about the cutting-edge open source AI work they're doing. We'll be right back. Thank you for being here, Manohar.
Yeah, thank you for having me, Greg. It's great to be here.
So, can you tell me a little bit about your role at Meta?
Yeah, I'm a VP of AI. I lead the multimedia efforts. And as you know, Llama 4 is very multimedia centric with native image support and video support and so on. So that's my role.
You know, one of the distinguishing things about Llama has been it's the only real frontier effort from an open source perspective. And it really makes it compelling for enterprise customers to have access to technologies that are that powerful, but also a part of this kind of open source. So we're very happy to be partnering with you guys to bring the Llama models really into the enterprise ecosystem. Tell us a little bit about the latest with Llama 4.
Llama 4, we really took a step back and asked a few higher order questions. It's like, what are these foundation models going to be used for? Not when we started the project, but rather when the models will come out, the family of models. So with Llama 3, we started with the 8B, 70B models, both were dense. And then we launched the flagship model, the 405B dense model. All of these were dense models, but we knew that the dense architectures have certain limitations, whereas the mixture of expert, which are sparse architectures, have a much more inference-friendly and even training speed. It has some downsides where you kind of have to think about a lot more data that is going in. You cannot epoch on data because models tend to overfit. So there are all of those limitations, but we really wanted to make a shift from dense architectures to sparse architectures and get the benefits of sparse. So that was one innovation that we did. Reasonably well understood, but still at a larger scale, only few labs could do it. Second, it was super clear that reasoning agents, many of these use cases, required the models to go beyond text.
Yep.
With Llama 3, we actually froze the text backbone and added adapters. It had its limitations and advantages. So developers can take a text model and slap on the adapters and it becomes multimodal. But the accuracy on multimodal use cases there was a ceiling because of the way we trained. With Llama 4, we natively trained the multimodal. So images and video frames were native to Llama 4 architecture. That was the second innovation. Third, we actually used a lot of agentic data, so a lot of browsing data and so on and so forth, that allowed the model now to be able to use by various developers for computer use or internet use and so on and so forth. So these are like a few innovations. And there are a couple of really interesting things that we unlocked in terms of scientific innovations. One is the very long context capability.
Right.
So we kind of like tested the 10 million long context with needle in haystack, which is one of the very simple ways to measure whether the model attends to that longer context. We saw that the needle in haystack performance was really good. Now, that doesn't mean the model gets 10 million long context for all your use cases out of the box. You'll still have to customize it further and make it work for various use cases, but it's capable. That was one interesting innovation. Second, with Llama 4, we had 3 different models. We had the Llama 4 Scout, Llama 4 Maverick, and the Llama 4 Behemoth. We launched Llama 4 Scout and Maverick in LlamaCon and before LlamaCon. Llama 4 Scout is very unique in the sense that it fits, the quantized model fits on a single GPU. So many developers who have a single H100 or consumer developer professional grade GPU, they can actually host the Llama 4 Scout on a single GPU, which is awesome. And the Llama 4 Maverick also, you can fit it on a single node with 8 GPUs, which is also great for inference. So these are like Llama 4 Scout and Llama 4 Maverick. Both actually were trained with distilled weight distillation from Llama 4 Behemoth. So that's a very unique way of improving the model performance by using a teacher. And there are some innovations on distillation. All of these should come in the Llama report. With Llama 2, we had a 90-page report going back to the open science approach. With Llama 3, we had roughly a 190, 200-page report. I don't know what the number of pages on Llama 4 is going to be, but we definitely want to share with the world all of our learnings so people can build off not just on top of the models, but also the science that went into behind building these models.
Yeah, it's really exciting. We've been using the models ourselves, even in our own agent implementations, and we've been seeing really good outcomes. What about Llama Stack? What are you doing there?
So one of the interesting things we found is there are two big challenges in deploying these models once the models are ready, right? One is customizing them for your use cases. So you kind of have to prompt them, fine-tune them, or whatever it is, and think about a lot of safety aspect of it. So we had, with Llama 2, we specifically talked about a system level safety from a model level safety. So instead of compiling all of your safety rules and regulations into the model, you basically have input guard and output guard. That's the safety part. Then there's a second part, which is how do you deploy these models? The model is the beginning of the journey of the product experience. To actually build the product, you have to actually deploy it at scale. Think about inference stack. Think about how you update the model while there is traffic and so on and so forth. So Llama Stack is our effort to standardize all the way from the infrastructure layer to how you serve the models. So you can actually get extreme efficiency by making the right assumptions in the inference stack. A difference between a well-implemented inference stack and an ordinary inference stack is anywhere between 2 to 3x. And that is a significant amount of compute cost that we want to actually standardize, make it very efficient, give the developers not just the best models, but also a really good inference stack. So Llama Stack is our effort to really standardize that, give you all the plugins and the infrastructure needed to be able to deploy these models. And when new models come in, the goal is, because you're using Llama Stack, you should be able to use the new models, plug them in without having to think about redesigning your inference stack. That's our effort on Llama Stack.
Excellent. So, we've been using the Llama models now since Llama 2, really as a part of our integrated offering. It's been very powerful.
So one of the questions I had was, we've been experimenting with OCI. It's been a very compelling offering. How are you seeing the marriage of these foundation models, especially Llama models, on OCI?
Yeah, we include the Llama models right in the center of our strategic offering, which is the OCI Generative AI service. This allows us to host the models and give users a fully managed experience. We take care of security, we take care of content moderation, we do a lot of work to optimize the inferencing and the fine-tuning, all very easy to use API-driven surface area. One of the advantages we have is we can spend a lot of effort in terms of optimizing the model costs. So we can take an open source offering like the Llama models, we can make it available, make it very easy to use for enterprise consumers, and allow users to include it in their applications almost as a turnkey offering. We abstract away all the details on GPUs. So it's just, you choose to use the Llama model, you start your inferencing workloads, you start getting into development and test cycles, deploy, and off to the races. The other advantage that we have is we include simple integrations into Oracle data sources. We're also using the Llama models under the covers to power some of our AI agents that we're making a part of our SaaS application suite. So you get the power of the Llama models, you get the ease of use of the generative AI service, and you get the turnkey offerings that are part of our application portfolio overall to start using the Llama capabilities to drive these agentic workloads end-to-end for core business processes within the enterprise.
That's a dream come true. Very good, like the best in class technology on AI modeling and also the infrastructure to be able to move fast. That's awesome.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for having me. It was a pleasure.
Of course, what's most important is solving real business problems. Through these partnerships, Oracle offers the most powerful generative AI solutions in the industry for our customers. These models are the necessary underpinnings for the business transformation that's coming. And they are the basic building blocks for how Oracle helps enterprises apply intelligence in practical and high-impact ways. At Oracle, we've designed AI from the ground up for you to have the option to use the best models available. And thanks to partners like xAI and Meta, you get more model choices than ever. When it comes to building AI for the enterprise, flexibility is extremely important. The path you choose needs to fit your specific business requirements, and we provide a versatile agent platform to create custom agents, agents that are ready to use now, and agentic solutions for your applications. All of these are optimized for enterprise workflows. We provide the flexibility to support whatever approach to agentic AI works for your business. If you're building agents from scratch, Oracle provides the AI infrastructure you need to build, train, and inference with large language models. For a managed experience, the OCI AI agent platform provides a toolbox for you to build the agents you need. You can even start getting the full benefits of agentic AI without any upfront effort. Oracle has dozens of AI agents embedded in the applications you already use and trust. Regardless of how you build your agents, they are all backed by industry-leading LLMs and set to use the best data for AI, your data. Let's explore how Oracle is uniquely positioned to support your agentic projects. What gives an AI agent its power is access to deep and trusted enterprise knowledge, your own IP, and your own expertise. At Oracle, that foundation comes from our technologies. Oracle Database 23AI with an embedded vector database, or our autonomous database, the core data management technologies you already know you can count on. These are not just secure and scalable, they're optimized for AI and already embedded in how our customers run their businesses. On top of those trusted knowledge sources, we bring you a broad variety of models for the job. Whether the model is from xAI, Meta, or Cohere, Oracle provides direct access to these LLMs through our managed service and adds enterprise controls. You choose the model, we take care of performance and governance. And this is where it all comes together. The best frontier models power our agentic solutions, so you get the full potential of AI agents. They can take action, not just answer questions. They can trigger workflows, fill out forms, and update records across Oracle applications, like Fusion, NetSuite, and our industry vertical applications. That's a core differentiator. Our AI agents don't stop at knowledge. They drive business outcomes with deep integrations with our applications. With Oracle, you're not piecing together tools from different vendors. You get a fully integrated, secure, and enterprise-ready AI solution, from data hosting and model deployment to intelligent agents that operate directly within your business systems. Our AI solutions are about making AI work for your business, securely and at scale. Let's consider two simple illustrations of how Oracle is supporting the future of AI in your business. First, let's look at how we're embedding AI inside our database, providing a way to interact in natural language directly with your data, to simply talk to your database. You just ask a question, and the autonomous database manages the entire query process to produce your response. So you see, wherever you run Oracle Database 23AI, you'll benefit from natural language interaction directly within your data. And from another angle, let's look at how Oracle ERP, CRM, and HCM Fusion applications embed agents within your user interface to increase your productivity even further. Let's hear from Group Vice President of Oracle AI, Miranda Nash, for more.
AI agents are AI-powered assistants that help automate repetitive tasks and simplify business processes, which can be applied to increase productivity for more efficient growth. AI agents are already embedded across Oracle Fusion Cloud applications, but with the Oracle AI Agent Studio, you can customize or even build your own AI agents. At no additional cost, Oracle AI Agent Studio for Fusion applications provides easy-to-use tools for rapid and secure AI agent creation, testing, deployment, and management using your company's Fusion Cloud applications data. For example, say you're including a new pet insurance benefit as part of your existing benefits offering. You can upload documents about the program to the Benefits Analyst Agent, included in Oracle Fusion Cloud HCM, and it will be ready to answer employee questions about the program in natural language. In customer service, you can create AI agents that will work together to recommend steps to help resolve service requests, triaging requests based on criteria like issue severity or customer sentiment. In manufacturing, you can build AI agents that help predict asset failures and suggest preemptive actions, like providing repair advice, as well as options that include cost estimates and required skills based on historical data. Using Oracle AI Agent Studio, you can orchestrate AI agents to collaborate as a team and execute complex tasks specific to your business with human oversight. Not to mention, Oracle AI Agent Studio is incredibly flexible. You can customize AI agents to leverage LLMs of your choice, and they can even work with third-party tools from outside of Fusion Cloud applications, resulting in even more automation, all while maintaining the same security, policy enforcement, and access controls of AI agents embedded in Fusion Cloud applications, powered and secured by Oracle Cloud Infrastructure.
You can see how by combining data, LLMs, and applications, Oracle is completely transforming the way you think about your business systems. Oracle's focus in this area is a unique difference compared to any other hyperscaler. Oracle prioritizes security and privacy within our enterprise AI approach, so customers like you can innovate with more confidence. First, data privacy is absolutely critical. That's why our AI services are built with robust security protocols to keep your data protected at every step, whether you're accessing our curated models or building your own solutions. Security isn't an afterthought for us. It's built in from day one. For example, OCI provides native data encryption, both at rest and in transit. This means your sensitive information always stays protected without any extra setup. On top of that, observability is key for trust and compliance. We offer real-time monitoring within a dedicated framework to monitor Gen AI applications. It enables tracking of response times, error detection, and model accuracy, so you can always track how your AI models are being used and quickly spot any unusual activity. And finally, we offer what we call AI sovereignty. You have full flexibility to deploy AI wherever you need it, including in your own dedicated cloud regions, and maintain the controls to address internal and external regulations. With Oracle, you don't have to choose between innovation and security. You can get both. When we talk about AI sovereignty, it's important to recognize that it goes far beyond the physical location of your data. True sovereignty requires a comprehensive approach, including data residency, controls, data privacy protections, robust legal compliance, a flexible AI portfolio, and best-in-class security and resiliency. Any strategy around sovereign AI needs to consider all these pillars. Oracle gives you control over your AI by letting you choose where your workloads run and how your data and infrastructure are managed. OCI Generative AI is available in flexible deployment options to address your regulatory or residency need. The global commercial public cloud regions are EU sovereign cloud, government clouds, and dedicated regions in your own data center. With this range of choices, you can innovate confidently while addressing compliance, security, and sovereignty requirements. Now let's listen to Paulo Perez, CEO of Biofy, as we discuss their innovative approach to combating antibiotic resistance through AI-powered solutions on Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. Paulo, thanks a lot for joining us. Let's start with the core of your mission. What does Biofy do, and how does AI help?
Thanks, Greg. Happy to be here. At Biofy, our mission is simple but so critical: save lives through faster and more accurate diagnosis. Antibiotic resistance is a growing global crisis, and the traditional diagnosis takes too long, up to 5 days in a regular laboratory. That's time patients always or frequently don't have. 5 days is too much for someone that is in a critical situation. So this is the reason that we built AB Antibiotics Recommender to reduce that to just 4 hours. It uses AI to analyze bacteria DNA, identify resistance profiles, and recommend target treatments. This kind of precision is critical to preserving the effectiveness of antibiotics and improving patient outcomes. Thanks to this innovation, Greg, Biofy saved thousands of lives, and we are working to increase this number.
Oh, that's incredible. So you used Llama's large language models in a very interesting way. Can you tell us how synthetic data played a role in the training of your Abby antibiotics recommender?
Yes, absolutely. Llama is an open source software, and one of our biggest challenge was bacterial DNA mutations. It evolves so fast. Bacteria are changing every day. So we used the Llama model to generate over more than 150,000 synthetic data points, extending beyond the 720,000 already available from public data sets and private that we developed by ourselves. This allowed AB Antibiotics Recommender to learn from all those bacterial mutations without years of R&D and recommend most accurate antibiotics for each person. Llama's open source flexibility was the key. We could fine-tune it to our exact needs and scale on OCI with dedicated, amazing GPUs, by the way.
So we love seeing these kind of use cases on OCI. So tell us a little bit about why you chose OCI to power Abby and what kind of impact that's had.
Oh, great. First, I want to comment that OCI is more than a company. Our solution is a true partner for us. OCI gave us the power, cost efficiency, and scalability that we needed. We went from an on-premise setup to use OCI for everything, from Llama model inference to store DNA vectors in our Oracle Autonomous database, and using AI vector search to map results. Performance improved by 50%. Costs dropped by nearly half. And the platform is now scalable enough to support hospitals across Brazil, and soon I'm working, and I hope in a short time, globally. We also appreciate the local technical support that Oracle provides to us. It's a true partnership, as I told.
Well, what's next for Biofy? Specifically, how do you see Abby, Biofy, and AI more broadly evolving in healthcare?
It's a good question. We are expanding AB to more hospital and labs, aiming to provide access to rapid genetic analysis to everyone. Beyond that, we see AI transforming healthcare, not just through speed, but personalization, tailoring treatments to patients' specific infection profile. In addition, Greg, we are currently creating a giant database with the DNA of bacteria that we are finding in the tests. Our plan, in the next step is to use this data to create new antibiotics. It will be fundamental evolutionary step in the war against bacterial resistance. And with partners like Oracle and Meta, we are building solutions that don't just optimize operations. The solution really save lives.
Well, very exciting. Thank you very much, Paulo, for joining us today.
Oh, thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here, to be with Oracle and Meta, and create this kind of amazing solution.
Let me leave you with this. Oracle's approach to generative AI is purpose-built for the enterprise. We give you choice through a rich ecosystem of frontier models and AI agents, including industry-leading options like OpenAI, Meta, xAI, and Cohere models. We help deliver deep integration, so your AI doesn't sit in a silo, but works hand in hand with your data, your databases, and your business applications, from supply chain to finance. And we prioritize security and privacy, giving you the control you need to address regulatory requirements and protect your data end to end. This is AI the Oracle way: open, integrated, and enterprise ready. If you'd like to try Oracle's generative AI offerings, sign up for a trial today and get $300 in free cloud credits.